Yeah, so we're back again. Live this time with the group gameplay. So we're definitely up and running again now. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Just waiting on Cricket HQ to update us with the score. And Auckland Cricket's website to update as well. Just running a little bit behind. But I can confirm that Suburbs are bowling and Takapuna are batting. Haven't lost a wicket as yet, but there's been some good pace bowling by Suburbs. Young man out there bowling at the moment. It's getting some good pace up. Coming in from the clubhouse end. Comes in again. So, clipped away off the pads, quick single. Slight misfield out there, but through, safely through. No scorecard yet, as yet, people, so we're just going off what we can pick up. As far as we're making it 7 without loss.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe we do have a digital scorecard for this game, so we are flying blind, so we might just have to check in with the scorecards down the bottom.
So minor hiccup, we'll just call the game as we see it, tune in and enjoy the action. Takapuna off to a slow start.
So it's 11 for 1 after 3 overs, down here at Suburbs.
And we're up live on Cricket HQ, by the looks of it. Right. Not quite yet.
It's not going to be live.
So we're going to stream. Looks like it's we're going to do it old school again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll endeavour to keep you updated with the score as best we can. Aman's going to he's going to try and keep the score updated on the screen, I believe, but it will be slightly delayed. But I can let you know that Suburbs are bowling very well, and it's quite a slow start from Takapuna.
So if we keep an eye on that, we'll be able to update them.
Yeah. As he said it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen. So the scorecard might be slightly delayed, but it'll be up on your screen. Suburbs all pace attack at the moment. And the first shot away in anger, picked up in the outfield in the deep. Good throw back in. Misfield by the bowler, but 2 runs. Afternoon again, Nevin. So
Hello.
getting absolutely steaming hot in here now.
It's getting pretty warm up here. I will be back with you in a second. I'm just going to go and find a pair of cans. 2 secs.
Yep. What are you gonna? Yep.
Now I'm going to go into the side of the monitor and see what the actual stream sounds like coming out.
Sure.
Yeah. Ow.
So Nev's gonna go and see what's. And that's a wicket for Suburbs, Takapuna player taken out there, so celebration all round. We're just getting the replay up now. It's a good catch by Suburbs player, and built on the back of a lot of pressure actually by the Suburbs bowlers. There's some pretty good pace attack going on here from both ends, the Mangrove end and the Clubrooms end. And on the back of that pressure, we've seen a second Takapuna wicket. So slow going by Takapuna here, and Suburbs looking pretty lethal here. They've really gone all out and with a bit of pace here, and seems to have stalled Takapuna a little bit. So good bowling. Could be overhead conditions. It's certainly hot and moist enough for it to cause the ball to move around a bit. So who knows? But again, we could be in for another low-scoring game here.
Yeah. Both games today have been pretty low scoring already.
Yeah, so pace attack, again coming in from the Mangrove end, steaming in this steaming weather, and plays off the back foot, the Takapuna batsman, shy the stumps, he went for a run, makes his ground, trying to push a quick single there. You can definitely tell there's a bit of pressure starting to show on the Takapuna batsman.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuning in from home, do say hi. We are keeping our eyes on the live chat, so I'd definitely love to hear your opinion on maybe the score. What do you guys think? Been a bit of a slow start. My digital scorecard is still showing 0 for 0 after 0 overs, so...
But yeah, so if anyone's actually down at by the scoreboard, you could certainly tell us the score.
Yeah, when you give us a shout out. We are coming to you live from the second floor of the clubhouse up here in New Lynn.
So the score will
Typical New Zealanders fashion, none of the scorecards around the ground are being updated, so we're winging it a little bit. 13 for 2, currently in over.
I believe it's an issue.
5.
There's an issue with their end with the scorers. So
I think it's another issue with technology and potentially having to teach somebody how to use an iPad on short notice.
Yeah, or Crick HQ, or just technology in general, really.
Yeah, just tech.
Actually working in the tech sector myself, I deal with it every day. That
Pace coming in from the Mangroves end, swing and a miss. Could have been with an eye for an edge there.
So there we do it. We've got some sort of scoreboard up here.
That is not indicative of the score, I don't think, Martin.
Okay.
11 for 2. Yeah, that's not right.
It could be out of date. What we did see though is that certainly the bowling is ripping through, and these Takapuna batsmen are struggling a little bit with pace here, and looking to force the pace. And
although there are some tall chaps out there, so pace coming in from height, definitely a factor out there today, I think.
Certainly a different approach, completely different approach to what we saw last time. It was Mangroves spin.
Spin City, spin central from Mangroves end.
And then both ends in the end, and now we've got pace at both ends. So different approaches he's taken here.
Oh!
Pushes it away, nudges it away for 1 into the onside.
It is a beautiful afternoon here, as we've said again, ladies and gentlemen. If you are local and if you can join us, do come in. It's absolutely stunning at this ground at the moment.
Yes. Even with a bit of cloud cover, it's still very warm. Oh, the big appeal.
Oh!
Not given.
No.
Oh, there's bats getting lit. There's all sorts of carnage.
There's all sorts of stuff going on in the.
As I was thinking, I was just about to say, actually, Nev, something's bound to happen shortly.
And just covering a little bit more of our action from this afternoon. In about half an hour's time, we've got the Burger King Super Smash kicking off at Seddon Park in Hamilton. That is the Spirit versus the Blaze, followed by the Knights versus the Firebirds double header. There are tickets still available, and that will be broadcast live to you on Sky Sport.
That's live on Sky, the women's game first, then the men's fixture.
Hit away, and safely chased down by the fieldsman.
For you modern tech people out there, you could obviously double screen it if you have Sky. You could continue to follow this game and this game's on Sky.
And the game's on Sky, yeah. More cricket than any one person can handle for any one afternoon there, Martin.
Yeah, well, that's what I'd be doing if it was me. I'd be tuned into both. Oh, there we go.
And that's a good hit.
Shot.
And
Clean
safely pushed away to the boundaries, and that is 4 runs.
Cracking shot there by
beautiful timing.
Yep. Lovely shot. No, not a cow corner hoik, but just a good cricket shot.
If any of our viewers have been following our coverage over the past couple of weeks, we were broadcasting live from Cornwall Park, and there were cows at Cow Corner. Would you believe that, ladies and gentlemen?
That's still our top live chat comment. So if anyone wants to tune in and top that bit of wit.
Cows at Cow Corner.
And plenty of mangroves at Mangrove End.
And plenty. Along with, as we said earlier, some beautiful Pahutakawas looking absolutely stunning on the far bank of the mangroves.
That's true. Also some large overhead power lines.
some pylons.
Probably not quite so stunning, but certainly impressive nonetheless. Possibly interfering with some of our sound issues today. Who's to know?
We've had a couple of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Could have something to do with it.
Yeah, strange things have happened.
Who knows?
And look, ladies and gentlemen, if you do give this game a share around with your friends and whānau out there, that'd be much appreciated. Look, any way that we can engage you guys at home will be absolutely brilliant. If you have any shout-outs or opinions or commentary or any predictions for this afternoon's games, that'd be very, very interesting to us. And, oh, well timed out there. Well stopped as well. Oh, and look, we have got a score. As far as I can see, we are 2 balls behind, and Takapuna are 22 for 2 after 6 overs.
I've got 24 for 2. So
Yes, I think we've got a slight discrepancy between our
5 overs, that is.
Yeah.
6.1. You've got it. Yeah, we're slightly out. So we'll go off the Cricket HQ website. So we've got 24 for 2 after 6.1. And we've got.
Again, net run rate a little bit lower than I'd expected. We're at 3.9 or so at the moment. So looking at about 115 runs from 20 overs. Again, a bit of a low scoring game again today, Martin.
So far, yes, it is. Spin on from the mangrove end, predictably.
Predictably, yes. Seems to have been the theme for this morning.
Now that we've actually got Cricket HQ in front of me, I can pleased to inform you that we've got Harley and O'Donnell at the crease, and bowling. If we're up to date, we've got Murray from the mangrove end.
Murray from the mangroves end, halfway through the 7th over.
If we're in sync with Cricket HQ.
2 balls left from this over.
So nice push down.
Again, as we know from spin, just keeping the score ticked over.
Nice and quiet in the pavilion now. The kids' party's over.
Had some jovial celebrations from our younger, keen cricketers this afternoon.
Yeah, very quiet and relaxing in here now. All we need now is a fan, really, and we'd be
ideal. We'd be set, wouldn't we?
Need one of those portable air conditioners they're flogging on the Herald website.
I wonder if this year is going to be another year where we'll suddenly have a fan shortage come the end of the summer. I heard it's going to be an absolute cracker.
Could well do. We've had a lot of rain so far, obviously. But
we have. It's been a bit humid so far this season. Unfortunately for the holiday period, it looks like it is going to be turned into custard, but look, touch wood, we get a good day in amongst it.
And if it is, you could always forego your camping and hang around Auckland and watch some local cricket.
And if you have joined us at home, we do thank you.
And Burger King for sponsoring.
And Burger King for sponsoring. It is a beautiful afternoon here, so great way to start the holiday spell for us.
Beautiful afternoon outside, and Vietnam tropical jungle inside the.
Mate, I don't think we barely started. I don't think we barely started for this year. It's gonna be a hot and steamy one.
No, we'll certainly be packing the fan for the next game.
Oh, and spin from the clubhouse ends.
If anyone is around the ground and has a fan that they would like to donate,
donate up to the commentary box up here, that'd be much appreciated. I know that certain members of us are absolutely melting in this heat, and that is nicely guided away for a quick single.
The players out there are probably feeling pretty warm themselves.
Pretty toasty
really.
as well, yeah.
Probably hotter than us, to be fair. I noticed one of the bats, in fact, I think both of the batsmen got long sleeves.
But yeah, both very long sleeves out there. Oh, and nicely timed, guided away for the single. Thinking about it. Now they'll get back.
Takapuna sort of a bit of a re-establishment phase, actually.
Yes, yeah. So 29 for 2 after 7.3.
Again, we're now
timed again. He's lifted it cleanly over the bowler.
Not brilliantly timed because the fielder managed to catch up with it, but 2 nonetheless. So yes, we've ended the spin phase of the game. We've got it coming in from the club room and the mangrove end. 29 for 2. Live from
Ken Maunder Park.
Suburbs Club.
New Lynn in beautiful sunny Auckland.
Suburbs with the win, as I said earlier today, looking to do 2 in a row on the home ground.
back-to-back victories in this doubleheader, coming to you live from their home ground. Also the famous home ground of one Martin Guptill and Jeet Raval. Is that right, Martin?
That's right. We actually interviewed Mr. Guptill out here for a small documentary piece last week, in fact.
Well timed past the circle.
I believe he's in Australia at the moment in the Big Bash League.
In Hobart, actually, with the Aces playing the Hurricanes.
Is that right? They have an Aces in Australia.
No, the Auckland Aces have made a trip across for an exhibition match against the Hurricanes.
Is that a fact?
It is a fact.
I did not know that. Oh, how about that? Well, there you go. I know we'll be going out to camera shortly.
And we have changed in the Mangroves end. Carrying on, spin to continue. Oh, well timed, well stopped as well. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll swap.
Again, net run rate 4 per over after 8. Oh, and that is lifted. Has he timed it well enough? He has.
Yes.
And that was almost into the Mangroves, Martin.
It was.
It almost cleared that back fence.
Yeah, and nobody wanted to fish it out of there. So, but a good shot nonetheless. Takapuna getting the move on now, as they should.
Yes. Getting about to that midway point in the game where you're probably expected to double your score. And still, that's probably... Oh, and lifted up again. Well timed. And
That's an even better shot.
That has cleared the boundary, and that is 6 into the Mangroves.
So someone is going to have to go and click.
Somebody is going to have to jump that fence.
Yeah. So I predicted that one, and that won't be one happy player going in there.
Or 2.
So we'll have a bit of a chance to take a breather actually, and talk about something else, because it's probably going to take.
And it might take a while for them to locate our match ball.
Yep, it looks like they're struggling to find it.
Oh
yep.
no, they've called in a support. No, they've actually they've called in another ball.
Yep, they've swapped the ball out. So there you go.
They have just canned that. The ball has been lost. So credit to that batsman for clearing the boundary. And
credit to that fieldsman for refusing to go into the Mangroves and find it. As predicted, I didn't think anyone would be too keen to go in there, and that's proven to be the case. Unlike backyard cricket, when you have to chase the ball all over the show.
And that would also be 6 and out. Would that not be, Martin?
Yeah, if you were playing in your neighbours and it went into their garden, especially I think if you broke a window, it was you were definitely gone and in trouble with the appearance. But these guys are obviously on a different level. One thing they haven't done, I noticed that the new ball came out very quickly. There was no looking at 6 different types of balls. So. Yeah,
there wasn't a smorgasbord of balls to choose from to see how it's aged after 8.5 overs.
No, but I believe that's the first lost ball we've seen. First one I've seen.
And if any of our viewers at home are Redditors, we've got the link live on Reddit with 3 upvotes by the looks of things. So we're doing well on there. See how many ways we can engage our audience at home. And if you are tuned in on YouTube or Facebook, do give us a shout out. We are keeping our eyes on the live chat. Any predictions for a score from this game? Oh, well timed again. Looks like Takapuna really getting a hustle on now. We'll come back for the second comfortably. Oh, no. Had a potential for a push for 3 there with a slight overthrow, but that is the end of the 9th. We are 46 for 2 after 9. Our batsmen are J.H. Harley and W.D. O'Donnell. O'Donnell on 28 after 19 with a strike rate of 147, doing pretty well out there. And Harley 2 runs after 20 balls with a strike rate of 10.
Coming to you live from Suburbs Cricket Ground in conjunction with Auckland.
We've got spin to continue. Here our bowler is D. Watson. And for his second over.
Played away out to deep wicket for another couple. So Takapuna certainly moving up again now. Wickets in hand now, spinners on, and batting starting to look a whole lot easier. Certainly expect a higher score at this stage than the last game.
Yes, yeah. Although this is looking like it's a very, very tidy over of spin coming on. Has 2 dots and a single.
Obviously harder to get away with the slow bowls.
Yeah. Oh, well timed. And is that going to go all the way? That is
oh,
gonna,
no, that's,
oh.
that's some. Oh.
Oh, don't know if that was a bit of a fumble on the boundary. I'm going to have to look to the umpires to see what the score's going to be.
Certainly well timed and some good
well
fielding.
timed. I think it might only have just been the 2 for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, no, it was well restricted by the fieldsman out there because it was certainly well played.
Well done. Suburbs will be happy with that. Oh!
That comes to reverse.
Going to the reverse sweep again.
High risk shot, really. I mean, there's no reward for that, so.
I don't know. Are we maybe looking at another 90-odd run game again here?
No, I don't think so. I think we'll top 100 at least. No, I'm going to call it now. I'd say 120, 130 at this stage. 9 overs in.
We had a fairly high-scoring game down at Victoria Park from Grafton Cricket Club midweek on Thursday evening with Roskill setting 199, Grafton chasing. Grafton doing a fairly good effort. High score with 78. Unfortunately, they fell just short on their chase. It's very, very hard to chase with the light conditions changing so quickly at the moment. But going later into the summer, should be staying nice and bright later.
And not a problem today, obviously, given that both games are during the day.
We're 50 for 2 after 10 overs. We've got pace into the attack again from the Mangroves end with M. Murray in for his 3rd over.
He's come ambling in from the Mangrove end.
Oh.
Played away nicely into the
just the single
deep move wicket, but just the single, yeah, as you say. Any plans this evening there for hit the malls? Or?
Oh, I think you would have to pay me a vast sum of money to be caught in a mall today, mate.
So we're sticking with this something happened there?
Oh, something happened there. Because there was a no ball.
A no ball?
No ball!
Yeah.
Bale certainly did come off, though.
It's a free hit coming up?
Yes. This should be exciting. It's the first free hit we've seen today.
Not sure if that was an attempted stumping or a bowl.
Yeah, or a bowl. I think the...
See if we can get the replay happening there.
Yeah, see if we can go back to an instant replay.
I think we had. Alright, there's a free hit coming up here now. Let's see what Takapuna can do with this.
Oh, big swing, and it'll fall just short. No, just be 2.
Just 2, but certainly attempted to clear the fence.
Who's umpiring at the moment? I will have a look at that for you and see if we can update this. Unfortunately, we are going from the match info that we have.
I think I might be able to help there if I can get all from crickets.
Our match officials are Vinayak Lorand and Sandeep Yadav. Oh, did you catch what happened there, Martin? I did not see that.
I got a bit carried away looking at
I'm just trying to find the umpires. Did anybody...
But we've got a serious injury out here, so if we can get a replay up, that'd be great.
I'm just looking over to another member of my crew just to catch up what happened there. Oh, it's too far, but what happened? Cramp.
He's cramping up.
I think those conditions are getting pretty clammy out there. We need some magic spray to start dealing with some cramps, which will probably start being very, very serious issue getting further into this very hot and sticky Auckland afternoon.
One way or another, we've got a bit of a delay here.
So again, to repeat, our umpires are Sandeep Yadav,
so we'll bring in the umpires now since we got that question from. I'll just give him a shout out, the Dark Falcon, and he's given us the thumbs up on the umpires. So there you go. As I say, you're welcome to tackle our brains and see if we can give you an answer for anything you're interested in.
And as we've said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you if you have tuned in to our broadcast this afternoon. Pace to continue from the Mangroves end.
A bit more sort of medium pace at this stage, but yeah, it's not expressed by any means, but it's certainly effective at the moment, apart from that no ball. Looks like he's quite difficult to get away, this guy. I'll just check here.
We have got V Davies in for his first over.
So V Davies, he's looking quite difficult to get away. Again, another dot ball, so
yeah.
This is...
it's very, very tidy over.
Yeah, it's...
coming here.
Might not be expressed, but he's doing a good job for his team here.
No, exactly. You don't have to be the fastest guy out there, but as long as you're keeping your lines tidy and your field is set well, which Suburbs have been very, very good with the hustle in the field today. Oh, nope, just the single. And we are 55 for 2 after 11 here at Ken Maunda Park in New Lynn.
Certainly darkened up a little bit, not as much sun as there was. This will be helping any of the seamers with movement through the air.
Yes,
sure,
absolutely.
Which is probably why
and
we've
as the
seen
humidity starts to climb as well.
Yeah, so I'm imagining that's probably why these medium paces have come on, is to exploit any movement in the air.
And as we also can see here, ladies and gentlemen, our double headers kick off today from 3:45 with the Ace versus the Hearts. Oh no, I'm sorry, that is on the 24th of December. Today we have got the Spirit versus the Blaze and the Knights versus the Firebirds coming from Hamilton at Seddon Park. I do encourage you, if you can get down to that match, to do so. It will be an absolute cracker. This will also be broadcast live to you on Sky Sport, and as Martin said, you can have both our stream and Sky Sports going at the same time. Look at that, how indulgent that will be.
And yeah, as I also inquired earlier, you mentioned that the Aces are actually in Australia, so I was quite curious to say that they were tuning them.
Oh, the Aces in the Super Smash as well.
Bit of a burn there. But,
a direct hit would have done it, and no. And they will get a 2 from the overthrow as well.
So nicely done.
Some good hustle between the wickets here.
Looks like that batsman's still suffering that injury, though. You can see him feeling it.
Still struggling, yeah.
Pulling at that hammy, and he's not looking comfortable out there. But yeah, I think these overhead conditions and this mugginess is definitely helping these.
Oh!
Things. Playing a miss there, and that'll be out.
And no.
That was a direct hit too.
Yes, it was direct hit. The finger has stayed down though.
So I'm just checking the replay here for that one.
Yeah.
So that was
we're going to the replay.
Yeah, bumped through.
Oh no, it looks like he was safe. He was safe.
Didn't slide his bat either.
Yeah,
so I think it was just that fumble by the keeper the reason he got away with that one, because it was a direct hit running on a miss. So Takapuna getting a little bit desperate.
Suburbs would be a bit unlucky, a bit disappointed with themselves from these last couple of run-out attempts.
Certainly Takapuna though
are
looking for runs for wherever they
can
get them. Bit hard on that guy with the injury too, to be pushing that singles on that sort of.
Barry to continue from the clubhouse ends.
Another swing and miss.
Bit of an interesting action. We've got some over the wicket action happening here. And we've also got is he a lefty, Martin?
We're talking about the batsman, the bowler here.
Yeah, the bowler. We will confirm in 2 ticks.
As soon as he's bowled that delivery,
he is a lefty.
He is a left armer, so yes. We'll call there, Nev.
Left arm over the wicket from the...
Just noticed our pictures, one of our cameras is a little dark, so I'm going to wander out and lighten that one up.
Our crew, the DVX, mate.
Yeah.
Other camera, Tim. Nope.
I'll go out and sort that one out. So I'll see you soon. So we're just doing a bit of our work on the camera here. So running the cameras and the commentary. So Suburbs are sort of stumbling along here, making fairly hard work of it, but they're still out there. 12 overs gone now though, so they're going to want to get a move on. But I'm sure these atmospheric conditions aren't helping them. And like I say, this medium pace, Suburbs are bowling well. Full toss, so he managed to get that one away, but again, only for a single. I need more than that at this stage, and getting the chance to get a full toss as well, he probably should have put that one away. Yeah,
runs have been pretty tough today out here at Suburbs.
They have, which is a bit of a mystery to me, given that the pitch certainly looks full of runs. Probably should have gone down and inspected the thing between games.
And well timed.
One's got away, but straight to the fielder.
Yeah, straight to the fielder. Play to continue from the Mangroves ends with Minhorst. Pace into the attack over the wicket and picked up, and Fieldsman under it. Oh, he's going to fall safely.
I'm pretty sure that's gone away. I'm just waiting.
38 from 30 balls, strike rate of 126.
He's playing well.
Playing very, very well this afternoon.
Oh, he's looking up now. He's just send it down to fine leg.
Oh, well fielded.
But, yep. Picked up there down at fine leg, so just a single. So I'm not sure if Takapuna have already played today. I assume they were on the B ground, so both these teams probably playing their second game of the day.
Yes, Takapuna did kick off this morning.
Yep, so both on their second round of the day.
Takapuna played Kumu in their first game this morning.
So it's basically a one-day game. Times.
Oh, that's out. That's gone. Oh, wow. Oh.
Superb piece of fielding there from the deep, and
Suburbs will be happy with that.
They've come together.
And was that O'Donnell or Harley? Because Takapuna will be disappointed if that was O'Donnell.
Oh, and there he slipped a bit. That's where he's gone. So he did well to try and slide in, but he lost his footing at the bowler's end, and that's what caused it. And that's what can happen.
Just waiting to confirm which batsman that was, ladies and gentlemen.
Suburbs crowd there. Relaxing. There's Suburbs #1 fan on screen at the moment there with his chili bin. He's down here with his chocolates.
Big shout out to Victor,
Lovely
again,
chat.
staunch Suburbs supporter. Do come and say hi if you do see him.
Die hard Suburbs man.
Stalwart Suburbs man. Always got some chocolates and lollies ready to hand out for the young'uns or the old uns like me. Who's got a bit of a sweet
Anybody
tooth.
really, yep.
Anybody really, yeah.
Great guy.
Again, we're just waiting for the scorecard to update.
So yeah, it's definitely 3 down. We're not quite sure how many runs are on the board.
And I'm not quite sure which batsman took a walk there.
71 for 3.
And that was not O'Donnell. So O'Donnell looking to bring up his 50. He is sitting on 45.
Playing
after
well.
32 balls, playing very well.
He's pretty much holding the innings together. So as you said, Nev, good that he wasn't run out.
Yeah. We're 71 for 3 after 12.5. Play to continue from the Mangroves end. Last ball of the over. Oh, and that is picked up. And a good chase, and it's going to fall short.
So falls safely in between there.
Lucky.
He mistimed it. Probably good that he did. Went up a long way, but no one got it underneath it.
And that will be 71 for 3 after 13. Yeah, not sure, Martin, but how many of the summer games are you planning to head to this year?
What's that? Well, hopefully I'll be there filming a few of them. So, as a fan, I'll be there on Christmas Eve for sure. I recommend everyone come down for the
stellar double header.
Watch the Aces play in the game before that, which is
the
Hearts versus
the
Blaze, and then the men's game at 3 p.m. So we've got 11:45 start for the women's game, Hearts Blaze, and 3 p.m. for the Aces Firebirds. Tickets still available.
And live kicking off in about 1 minute's time, we have the Spirit versus the Blaze. Oh, a big swing and a miss from here. And there'll be some tight runs between the wickets. Yes, some good running from Takapuna going on at the moment. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, in about 1 minute's time, the Spirit versus Blaze will kick off from Seddon Park in Hamilton. And if the weather in the Tron is as good as it is up here in Auckland today, that will be a stellar match. So I do encourage you to head down to the ground if you can. Seddon Park, absolutely beautiful venue and timed well, but straight to the fielder.
Coming back to you now.
Play to continue from the clubhouse end. Spin
back in the
Spin
attack.
back into the attack. Oh, and that is picked up and timed well
Yeah, that's
for the
six.
maximum.
Yeah.
That is 6 runs. That is a beautiful shot, ladies and gentlemen.
It's out to cow corner, but no cows on
But
this
no
corner.
cows out there today on this occasion, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen.
Out to the nets at practice. That was a good shot.
That was well
That was
timed.
a good shot. Well worth
I
it.
do believe that might have been a full toss as well.
Value for money, that one. So, all action down here.
Oh, and
again, he goes again. But
I don't think this has been timed very well.
Someone's trying to
and cleanly taken, safe set of hands there.
Tried to take on the same spot again, and this time couldn't get away with it.
Found the fieldsman, indeed.
Yeah, this happens. Just confirming if that's O'Donnell. I think it might have been.
That might have been just short of his half century, ladies and gentlemen. He will be disappointed with that if that is the case.
Be behind.
We might be a couple of balls behind. We are just waiting for our digital scorecards to update down here live at the fields.
Certainly, if he did get his half century, we didn't see a big celebration. So
no,
it'd be
it would have been modest if it was. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, just waiting for our digital scorecards to update down here, but we are definitely 4 wickets down now. After a beautiful, beautiful 6, probably one of the most well-timed shots I've seen today out here in Newland.
So it's 79 for 3, 13 overs gone.
I believe that score will need to be updated. I think we are 4 down now, but yeah, so our scorecards are a little bit behind. And this will be the start of the 15th over as well, so...
certainly massive update to what's on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, bit of a lag on the old score.
So we are 80 for 4.
80 for 4.
It's just the delay between. So play to continue from the Mangroves end, pace back into the attack.
And a lovely bit of breeze actually come through.
Oh, it is. That is nice. It is nice. It has been pretty steamy up here.
Played out into the covers, stopped, and just a single. So we're just waiting to see if
unfortunately, our scorecard is not playing ball, so to speak. 82 for 4.
Something to do with the preview. That's why he left us down for a second minute. I don't know how to use that thing. I don't think we do either, right? So
Normal live score. Yeah. Oh! That could have been a caught and bowled.
So the bowler running in now, and he's pushing that one out to the covers. Just another single though. What did I predict the score would be?
At least a grand.
No, not a grand.
Not a grand. Century, sorry. It was, yeah, that would have been a beautiful 2020. 1,000 runs to chase down this afternoon.
Yeah, but half the city be down here.
Mate.
No, I think I called about 120, and I'll stand by 120.
Stand by 120, yeah. We are some overs into the match with a score and some wickets also. With the Spirit versus the Blaze.
We've got the scoreboard up on the screen, and they're calling it 85 for 4, so after 15. So if there are any indication, that's what it is. But you can see that for yourselves from home.
As we've said, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have a spare afternoon or a spare hour or so, do join us for the second innings down here at Kenmorda Park in New Lynn. It's looking like it's going to be a cracker of a chase. Suburbs making short work. Oh, and another very well timed shot, and oh no, not timed well enough. Straight to the safe hands of the fieldsman in the deep, and that is another wicket down for Takapuna. Yeah, Suburbs keeping these wickets falling steadily down here. Again, as I was saying, they made pretty short work this morning of their run chase. They were chasing.
Well, actually, they made 92. A little bit of hard work
out of it.
They did,
actually. They didn't.
It wasn't the walk in the park I thought it would be, but they got the result.
Got there in the end, which is definitely what matters. Being the home team, we are 85-5 after some amount of balls in the 15th over.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I finally managed to bring up the stats, and I wasn't far off. Cricket HQ's projected score 135. Batting teams. So I called. What did I say? 120, 130.
120.
Yeah,
I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
135. They're a bit more than myself. And win probability at this stage 34%. Partnership of 52. That's out of date because they lost. So this is slightly out of date. This one. Overs remaining. Cricket HQ has got it at 4.5, and as I say, projected score 135. Let's see if they get there. Oh! Something's gone wrong there. Something fell off. It's the glove.
The glove, yeah.
You can keep the glove. So Takapuna again, making fairly hard work of this.
We do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, if we did update the score wrongly there. We are just waiting for big appeal, and that is given. LBW's call out here for Suburbs.
Yeah, this one is
Takapuna are not going to be happy with these past couple of dismissals. There's been a bit of a tick-tock between some very, very good striking of the ball, some very, very well-timed shots, and then some just pretty silly plays going to the reverse sweep deep in the 15th or 16th over. Very high risk with not much reward that we've seen today.
Yeah.
As we said, ladies and gentlemen, if any of us are tuned in live, big shout out to Victor down there in the beautiful grass hat. Victor, a stalwart supporter of Suburbs. So if you are down here, do come and say howdy to Victor, and do ask him, inquire about some lollies, which I have heard that he has rumoured to bring down weekly.
Lots of chocolate anyway, and a lovely place.
Spin to continue, or spin to come on from the clubhouse ends. Dot ball to start the over.
There's a game going
on the number 2 field as well.
Yeah, not too sure what's going on over there. We're having trouble covering this one, so we'll stay to that one. Swing and a miss, so the spinners are tying them up, and yes, they with 5 overs to go.
On the far field, we've got East Coast playing Kumu. As we've mentioned to you, some very interesting overlapping boundaries down here on this ground, with the fielders in the circle standing in the on-fields of the number 2 fields out here in New Lynn. But look, I don't think anybody can be complaining too much that if this is their home ground, it is absolutely stunning with a view out to the mangroves and to the river, and some beautiful Pahudakawa trees there on the far bank in full bloom this time of year. New Zealand's Christmas trees for anybody watching, tuned in from overseas. If you are, do say hi and tell us where you are watching from. Pace to continue from the mangroves. Lefty of the wicket, full toss, and two seamers. Oh, it's going to fall safely short.
So it finds a gap in the field.
As you said, this most historic club, beautiful venue, the home club of one Martin Guptill and Jeet Raval, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of history, and actually, in fact, last week we were out here interviewing Martin Guptill for a short little documentary project, so keep your eyes peeled on that, coming out in the next few. And would you believe we also met one of the original founding members of the club?
In fact, the last surviving member of the club, from the founders of the club, 94 years old. I have got his name, but not in front of me just at the moment, but a great guy. Had a lovely chat to him.
A bit of an interesting action here from our lefty coming in from the mangroves end. Oh, and that is picked up, and
again, missed time.
Safety, yeah.
Sort of bumped down to long off. Not hit with the... So it's sort of a bit of taking the pace of the ball, and there's a bit of friendly work between the players there. The bowler adjusting the batsman's helmet.
Always nice to see a bit of camaraderie and sportsmanship out there.
Yeah, it's only a game after all.
Absolutely. Have some fun on a Saturday afternoon.
Not something you see at international level much these days, sadly. Big swing and a miss again. So Takapuna realising they haven't got many overs left. They've got a few wickets in hand, but they are 6 down now. Again, I'm going to probably have to lower my score predictor. They'll be lucky to get to 120 from here. They're certainly going to beat what East got this morning. I think they got, what did they get this morning, 91?
91.
Yeah.
Chasing down 92 for the win.
I believe that. I thought he got an edge on that. So they'll certainly top that. But if they get to the Hundy, that'll be a fairly good result. They're really tied down. It's a combination of some excellent seam bowling here from Suburbs and
bucking the trend with hits from the mangroves end.
Yeah, I think, like I say, Nev, I think it's this cloud cover coming in. I reckon she's moving around.
The ball stays flat.
Judging by the way the ball, not a lot connecting, I've got a feeling that this cloud cover is certainly helping the seamers. we've got spin back on from the clubroom end. And finally they get one away, but again straight to the fielder. Just another single. Certainly got that out of the middle of the bat, but found the fielder. They'd really be looking to try and either clear the rope or get past this field with his last few overs coming. Get something competitive on the board at least.
Get something that you can bowl against.
Yeah. Runs on the board, runs on the board, and we did actually see Suburbs stumble a little bit in their chase.
Yeah, it wasn't the fastest chase, but look, it was
steady.
And
there we go.
Picked up again, and
straight to the man.
Again, straight to the man. Safe hands again.
Down his throat.
Unfortunate for Takapuna, they just seem to have been finding the fieldsmen all out there.
Yeah, every time they seem to get a little bit of head of steam on, they.
But it's also, look, credit for Suburbs. Safe hands all around this afternoon.
And good bowling, I think.
Very tight bowling.
I think we should probably pay some credit to the Suburbs team here. They
got on with the plan and executed it well.
Yeah, both games actually. I don't really know we both stood up there.
Well, we are in a bit of an interesting viewing position up here, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a window into a deck, into a bar, into some bars. So try to see between all of our obstacles.
Certainly anything on the leg side out deep
is preferable. It always a bit difficult for half of us.
Yeah, I can't see much out there at all, apart from our cameraman, who's historically stayed out for this entire first half.
And would also like to give a huge shout out to all of the crews who have helped us so far in our endeavours this summer. It has been an absolutely valiant effort to give up their evenings and afternoons.
Yep, extra special shout out to all of us here today, if you'd like to.
So I am coming to you broadcasting live from Suburbs Cricket Club here in New Lynn. I'm Nev. I'm broadcasting with Martin, and we've got Tim Signal and Hemant as part of our crew.
And they're both doing a sterling job here
Absolutely
today.
Stellar job.
And some fairly oppressive heat conditions.
In sun, and it has been stifling at certain points today.
And the usual technical difficulties.
And the technical difficulties.
We will endeavour to get a template up for graphics template for standby technical difficulties.
I think 87 for 17 after 17 or 89 for 7 after 17. Play to continue from the clubhouse.
I think that was a cut and bowl.
Could have been with an opportunity.
Certainly put down. If it was, it wasn't a huge amount of excitement. They've even got a slip in.
Yeah, have. That's pretty aggressive.
There we go, with a couple of overs. Using his feet, but again finding a man. So they really can't get it through here.
They've not been lucky, Taka.
They're just, but again, tight. You've got to give credit where it's due. Same man. This time they'll get a single, but it goes straight to the same fielder. You've really got to give credit to Suburbs here. I feel we probably haven't given enough credit since they're all standing around us. It's how well they have played today.
They definitely have, and look, as I said, back-to-back games this morning.
Easy, yeah, and they're due into bat obviously next, so we won't know till they come in. But at the moment, they've played superbly. They can't take anything away from Suburbs.
No,
we've got their loyal fans there, relaxing, enjoying the game.
I tell you what, I can't wait to relax in the sun on Christmas Eve at the Eden Park Outer Oval, where we have got the Hearts against the Blaze, followed by the Aces against the Firebirds, and that is going to be an absolutely crack for some absolutely stellar prizes from both Auckland Cricket and Burger King. So I do encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to get it. Misfield it.
Yeah, so they got no extra run though.
And then on the
what are these prizes? Nev, you know anything about the prizes, or?
I do. I'll pull up some of these prize details in a second if you give me a sec, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't aware of these prizes. Anyway, just Nev's going to have a look for those. I'll have a quick call of that. We've got the medium pace coming in from the Mangroves end.
And Martin will be able to update you that that would have been a brilliant play. a one-handed caught and bowled, but unfortunately it went through pretty quickly. I was just going to ask Martin to tell you guys to look out for us broadcasting live from that Eden Park Outer Oval. We will be on the 1st of January on New Year's Day. And a good catch again. Wow, Suburbs. Oh, they are so hard in the field today.
And Takapuna won't be happy about that. They're crawling their way towards 100. But
they're slowly going to get there, I think.
120, 130 is looking a long way off now.
It is.
Yeah, so I've fallen flat on that one. Who knows? Who knows what's a good score? The clouds come in. If Takapuna have got employ some of the similar tactics, it might be a tight chase. But again, at this stage, all credit to Suburbs for some superb bowling. Stifling this Takapuna effort with the bat.
So I do have the prizes page up here. It looks like we've got quite a bit of sponsored, branded caps, shirts, tickets from the Aces and the Auckland Cricket. We've also got a giant Burger King backyard cricket. Oh, and well picked up over the fielders.
Right, hottest ticket in town, they're calling it, and it will be on the 24th. It'll be a great afternoon. So there you go. It's all on their Instagram page at Auckland Cricket for the details.
On the Instagram page, yes.
Looks like it's. So there'll be some great days at Eden Park number 2. Obviously, the internationals coming up. There's Sri Lanka and India. The India game will probably be sold out fairly soon. Nev's just shown me a picture of our team, part of our team that is sitting down the front on the Instagram page here. It's quite a good picture of us, and a lot of smiling, happy people there, and together with the Auckland team, the Auckland Cricket Club team. That was from the Auckland Cricket Club staff party that we were invited to recently, which was a great day.
Brilliant evening, Abs.
So thanks to them for that.
As we said, if you are watching it from home, do tell us where you are watching from. It'd be particularly interesting if we do have any international viewers out there. We will love to give you guys a shout out. We are 95 for 8 after 18. Play to continue from the clubhouse end.
Yeah, the over count I'm a little unsure because it feels like it's been on 18 for a little while now, but we'll see. And you've got some.
Oh! Just tidy bowling here from Suburbs.
Yeah, it looked like he'd played it on for all money, but must have been a hair's breadth away from playing it on, but no, safely avoided. But again, no run. So, but Suburbs is they are calling their way to that 100. Sorry, Takapuna.
Taka.
There's full ball and he's that's interesting. Could have been one of those classic rare off the bowler into the
accidentally into the stumps.
Accidental run out, but doesn't appear to be the case. They're just repairing things and getting back in position.
Get back underway, sure.
Yeah. Would have been an unlucky dismissal. Always is an unlucky dismissal. But incredibly tight bowling here towards the end. They just haven't let either team really
get away.
Get away. Oh, there we go. We've got a huge one here, but it's not going to go all the way.
It's safely under and taken.
Looked like it for a while there. I thought that was going all the way.
I would love to be able to bring you a scorecard update. I think most of the dismissals we've seen here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, have been catches, and that looks like it is 9 wickets down
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's 9 down. No, it's 8.
We are 96 for 9.
I think it's 8. Bit of debate down there.
Also live, starting now from Seddon Park in Hamilton, we have the Spirit versus the Blaze live on Sky Sport. Current update from that game is 41 after 6.4 overs. Wellington batting first. Doolan and Kerr at the crease at the moment. And play to continue here in New Lynn.
Yeah, the final throws of the Tekapuna innings. He's got that one away down.
Oh, and good. And they'll press, they'll get back. Yeah. And they'll safely get there.
Well, they kind of have to at this stage.
Yes. Yes, look, we were predicting about 120 at the start of this game.
I was.
It certainly does look like those the pitch out there has got runs in it, but
I'm definitely going out there for a look in between the innings.
Yeah, between our innings.
Whether it's tacky or what's going on, or it's just good Suburbs bowling.
Oh, and timed again. Again, we'll find the fielder.
Oh
no, it won't be.
And
that'll be misfielded, and is he going to get to the boundary?
Unfortunately, it's gone.
Oh, and that is unfortunately that has gone for 4.
It has gone for 4.
Suburbs will be a bit disappointed with that, and Tekapuna will be pretty happy.
Yeah, much needed boundary for Tekapuna.
Yeah, relieve some of that pressure.
So it looks like they will get to 3 figures here, but they've made hard work of it.
Looks like it is going to be a pretty similar chase to what we had this morning with Suburbs chasing in both games, chasing fairly similar scores. It was 92 to win this morning, and it looks like we are 102 for 9.
Oh,
that's going to be close. That is going to be out, and that is the innings, ladies and gentlemen. We finish on 102.
Yeah, we think.
We think.
So, we're going to take a quick break, but the one thing I will say is the weather it's getting dark.
It looks like it is rolling in.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to rain. So
no, it looks like the weather will hold.
Yep.
We will be back with you in about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick update from the Wellington, from Hamilton. We are 44 after 7.3 overs. It's going to be an absolute cracker of a game out there at the moment. So we will be back with you in about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us.
Burger King Super Smash is the hottest ticket in town this summer. Ticket in town with Burger King Super Smash!
How many did you get, Luke? One? Two? Two. You're welcome. On TV over it and fancy just walking back 5 meters. Oh mate, I didn't have my actual glasses on, so I followed misjudged where it was. I should have just been a few back pedals and take it under the eye. Just keep going as you go batting on the floor. Yeah, if you want. They're trying to give them away. Joe, you'll be 6 or 7. 6 or 7. How would you land like that? Hyperextension on the arm. That's on the floor. Just chuck some ice on it. That means once every 2 hit your wind come. Oh, you never know, mate. You never know. Do you know the team? Hey? Field for 20 hours and then sit back down. $103 to win. Oh, hi Anand. Oh, hi mate. Hey mate, how are you? Oh, yeah, probably. He was down there, so.
No run. Good afternoon and welcome back everyone, and welcome to the commentary team.
We're here at Suburbs New Lynn Cricket Club, and Takapuna have set 102, so Raj Majathir and Michael Barry are out there at the moment. It's Majathir a single pass backward point to get his innings underway.
So my name's Martin and with me is
Praneel, so I have just entered my first commentary stint, so bear with me. We'll see how we go.
I'm sure you do a fantastic job. You've got just the website you run is...
Yeah, so 3 wicket drill, a little bit of local club cricket. So this morning I was out at Colin Maiden for
how was that?
Auckland Uni versus Eden Roskill. It was a tight affair for the most of the game, but the Eden Roskill side were a little bit too strong in the end, so they came home by 21 runs.
Oh, right. Given I work at a university, I was sort of played for a university victory. I didn't actually know they were in this comp. We're talking the same premiership?
Yeah, absolutely. So they're in the other side of the group, so there's 8 teams in each pool, and they didn't quite get the chocolates today, but they might this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. So they're doing another double header out there
Absolutely,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do a game out at Colin Maiden. It's close to where I live.
Yeah, very nice setting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
It is, it really is.
Actually enjoyed the Super Smash when it was out there, or what it was called at the time.
Here comes Rob Tabrack running in, and that's a full delivery to Michael Barry. Hits it into the covers for no run.
So it'll be an interesting chase. Suburbs bowled well in the opening game here and got the result they were after, but they didn't get there as fast as I thought they would. I thought this pitch would be full of runs, and I've been meaning to get down there all day, and I still haven't. It looks like it's a belter, but it's been 2 low-scoring games so far, so we'll see how this one goes.
That's Michael Barry with a single to mid-on. Shy at the stumps, but no danger there. You're right, absolutely right. It does look a belter, but there was a bit of turn in that first innings, and it was slow turned. So if Takapuna have brought all their spinners, which they did bowl 44 overs of spin last week in a one-day game.
Did that?
Yeah, absolutely, and it was really burning out at Devonport, but be interesting to see how they go today, if they go through their 16 overs or...
Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of spin bowled in this competition since I've been watching it, and but today, even Suburbs, when they were bowling, you saw a lot of medium pace, and I just wondered with that all this cloud cover and humidity, whether that had something to do with slowing Takapuna down as well. They never really got going, did they?
No, they didn't. A few, when they did try to hit, a lot of balls did get caught out in the deep.
Yeah, that's right. Every time they tried to have a go, it was. There was one that was hit into the mangroves. I think there was a couple of big hits, but off the top of my head, there wasn't too many that fed the boundary, and there was very few that actually pierced the field for 4 either. It was 91 they were chasing in the first game. So who knows what could happen here.
That's right. Here comes Will O'Donnell, who's been in outstanding form. He did pick up 4 wickets last weekend, and I believe he picked up another 3 for midweek. So he'll be looking to get his side off to a tight start here and possibly pick up a stick.
Oh right, so we've got the spin on already. So this is what you're talking about with all these Takapuna spinners?
That's right. If you've got 4 of them, one of them's got to open up, and the skipper's decided it's going to be him today.
All right, so the skipper's taking on the responsibility.
Little aces versus aces matchup here with Will O'Donnell bowling to Michael Barry.
All right, so these are both aces players, not currently in the
Nice
game.
straight. Oh no, he slipped it down the leg side there, and that will be a wide.
Yep, that's a wide, and that's never a good look for a spinner, but nevertheless, can tight up otherwise so far.
Oh, Michael Barry's brought out his sweep shot, and that is through to the boundary. A couple bounces.
Change it over.
Be interesting to see how Will O'Donnell responds here. He has been bowling very well, so you just got to get a little bit straighter. He angled that down the leg side, and Michael Barry did. He brought out his sweep, so we'll see how he goes with this one. That's a much better delivery. Quick single to the short third man, and they're through for 1 safely. So Will O'Donnell will bowl to the right-hander now, and we'll see if he can get some turn, maybe go through the gate. Oh, into the covers, and that's going to be another single through to Majathea. As one of the balls comes from the other game across the field. Takapuna will need early wickets here. I can't see them restricting this total. There's another sweep, and Michael Barry has pierced the field again. That will run away to the deep square boundary. Confident start from Suburbs here. They're looking like they're going to try get as many runs as they can in this power play and make it easier for themselves with the spin through the middle. Donald comes in again. Oh, gives himself a bit of room, does Barry. He's missed this one. Ball's bounced over the top of off stump. We're 2 overs in, and that's 13 without loss for Suburbs. Tidy little start. Looks like Rob to Bright will continue. Here he is from the clubhouse end. Full, outside off, and the umpire has his arms outstretched. That is a wide. Takapuna may only have 102 on the board, but they are making a lot of noise out there. They are right in this. If they can get a couple early ones, we'll see how this middle order can react after a stumbled chase earlier on today.
It was actually alright. Both the girls were ill, so I shouldn't really say it was good, but they were just really tired and cuddly, and they were trying to sleep. What I did,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We do thank you if you have stayed with us. We are into the second innings down here at Takapuna against Suburbs. 2.1 overs, pace from the clubhouse end. Current score is 14 without loss. So, Praneel, how's your day been so far? What have you been up to?
Yeah, good. I was just explaining to Martin that I was at a game earlier and it was a low-scoring affair as well. So
Another low-scoring game.
yeah, it sounds like that's been the case around the grounds today.
Today, yeah.
Hasn't been.
What was the final score of that game?
Eden Roskill ended with 122 all out.
Interesting.
They were given a 6-run boost for a slow over 8, and University they stumbled early and they could not recover. They were 108 all out.
Wow.
As well. So
It's funny because Eden Roskill just on Thursday evening set a 199 run chase for Grafton to try and chase down. And Grafton did make a good effort at one. That is going to be safely pushed away to the boundary. And it looks like that's going to be... No.
Just the two.
Just the two.
Yes, it was a strange kind of turnaround for Eden Roskill, but they managed to get home, and I think that's 3 wins from 4 for them now, which will really have shocked the competition because they are a side who has struggled.
It's funny because you'd think that the teams which usually are sort of the premier teams in this competition, the Cornwalls, the Suburbs, both matches that I've been at, Cornwall down my neck of the woods, the home team hasn't had favourable outcomes, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, it is getting a lot tighter in the competition, and I guess with an extended competition this year with 7 pool games,
Yes.
there is a greater opportunity for upsets. And even today, Hibiscus Coast, I believe it was their first Premier victory.
Wow!
And
Look at that.
They are invited from the reserve competition to join
Into the Prems.
Into the Prems,
Yeah.
and they've stunned Waitakere this morning, and they may have a...
Oh, and that is picked up and going to fall safely short the fielder.
They've got a chase this afternoon against Birkenhead, so I'm not quite sure what they're chasing in the end, but they'll have a good crack at that, and they may go 2 from 2, which would be an astounding effort.
That'd be stellar, wouldn't it? As we have said, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Northern Spirit versus the Wellington Blaze, which has kicked off our doubleheader in Hamilton from Seddon Park today. The current score from that match is 105 after 13.3 overs for the loss of 1. Current score down here after 3 is 19 without loss.
Takapuna could really use a wicket here and here.
They definitely could. They were unfortunate in their steady loss of wickets, 2 safe hands in the field.
Yeah, a few outfield catches, well taken actually in the end.
Yes, yeah.
Good calling and...
Some safe hands out there, which is always good to see. Sometimes these running catches on the boundary can be pretty tricky, getting your body on the line, particularly when you're diving in. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Aces and the Hearts double headers kicking off on the 24th of December. That is Christmas Eve, and I am not going to be missing that match. That is going to be an absolutely cracker game from the Eden Park Outer Oval.
I'll certainly be there, and it will be... Hopefully the weather holds.
Absolutely, right?
It's not forecast great at the moment, but neither was today.
Neither was today, no, and Auckland has really turned it on for us.
It sure has. So here comes Jordan Sussex from the Mangrove End.
Pace from the Mangrove End. Oh! Was that a bit of swing that I saw out there?
It certainly looked that way.
It certainly looks like there is some sea movement. I will also, or our crew will also be out there on the 1st of January on New Year's Day at the Eden Park Outer Oval with a couple of cameras to come and engage with the crowd, see how your break was, see how the game is going, and just get your opinions of the summer of cricket that we've got coming up. We've got some absolutely stellar matches against Sri Lanka and India coming up. Cannot wait for those. Again, with the most amazing end to the Test match this week, with Sri Lanka managing beyond all belief to eke out a draw.
Angelo Matthews, though, how good?
Brilliant.
How good?
Exercising brilliance after not being picked, after being dropped from your side.
I know. It would be great to see him bowl some more overs now that he is fit again.
Yes.
But that's not up to us, unfortunately.
Although, what an emphatic way to show your coach and your selectors that, no, I do deserve to be in this limited over side.
Well, that's right.
Proving yourself at that top flight level like that. Ooh. There is some definite seed movement going on out there, I think.
Ooh, might have just had a word to the batsman there too. Don't mind that. Do not mind that when you go past the outside edge a couple times in the over. A little bit of gardening from Majathea here.
Oh, and it looks like we've had the second wicket down in the Northern Spirit versus Wellington Blaze game. Current score in that match is 109 for 2 after 14.2 overs. Down here in New Lynn, we are still without loss. And he's put it through the gap in the fielders. There's a good chase going on out there, but it looks like they're going to be safely stopping that before it gets to the boundary. And that is the end of the fourth. We are, I believe, 21 without loss after 4. I'm not sure if it's going to be pace to continue or we will have a spin from the clubhouse, but... Oh, looky, we've got a drone out here on the field. We've got a drone out here on the fields. Look at all the technology coming out. Yes, one of my boss has decided to come out and bring his toys today. As my boss is giving me a shout through the window that he is my boss, in fact. All the technology, the drone. Hello. As we have play to continue from the clubhouse side. No, that looks like it's the Firefly. Oh, and as you see the drone whizzing past a shot there. No, it looks like it is pace to continue from the clubhouse end. Oh no, I am mistaken. This is spin. No, it is pace. Like an old man in front of me, I have not had my glasses on. Oh, and he's played it on. Oh, well done. That is the first wicket. That is 20 for 1 after 4.1 overs.
Michael Barry's gone for a big heave there as we see this replay.
Big swing and a miss.
Back of a length delivery, and he's chopped it straight into middle stump. That may be the wicket that gets Takapuna into this. They will need to go bang bang though.
I do believe I am also looking at a slightly outdated score. The final score in that game was 103, so chasing down 104. If anybody's looking on a Crick HQ app, we are showing 75 for 3, and that is not correct. The target is 103, yes.
Looks like skipper James Parslow is out there now.
Walking out, striding out to the crease.
He can certainly hit a long ball. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this on a tricky
As the Briggs
wicket.
boy makes some hustle across the field there. Good on you, mate.
He'll be getting some great applause from his teammates, or at least he should be.
He should definitely be. It is a warm and steamy afternoon here in Auckland City. Looking across the Suburbs New Lynn Cricket Club fields. We have 2 matches going on at the moment. Second match on the far field, Kumu against East Coast. And on another one field here, we have Suburbs playing Takapuna. Takapuna just with their first wickets. A massive big swing from Barry to play it on. Oh! Ho-ho.
Great backing up there. It's always good when they have a shy early on, but sometimes you get those buzzers. And I don't know if Takapuna can afford any overthrows.
No, definitely not. Again, when you're defending 103, can't afford to have very many extras.
Absolutely not. Dan James, bro, he's pretty accurate. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this, looking for another wicket. Is he going to look to bowl dots, or is he going to attack those stumps?
I think they will definitely have to attack the stumps if they want to keep their noses in here. Oh, and that is got a man chasing it, but it's going to fall safely behind him. And they will get back comfortably for 2.
Got a little bit underneath that. I feel like he might have been looking to hit that a bit further. Fielder probably thought he was a chance for a moment, but it did sail over his head in the end.
We'd also like to thank all of our viewers at home today. Definitely encouraging to see that. Oh wow, what a brilliant throw. But it does look like he is comfortably safe. But a direct throw to middle stump.
Spectacular, if nothing else, but
absolutely.
It's always interesting when that middle stump comes out and it's not out.
And it is not out. No, it has not been given.
It's just extra work for the umpire, really.
Yeah. For all of our viewers tuned in from home today, I'd love to know where you guys are watching from. If we do have any international fans out there, it'll be absolutely superb.
Tucked away behind square by Parsway. Coming back for 2. Very good running. You'd have to say in a game where the boundaries are hard to come by, good running could be the difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not getting stuck on those creases. I do know a lot of teams, in hindsight of the 2020 competitions, it seems to be dot boundary is how they choose to play a lot of their games.
Yeah.
But I do like to make it aware to the batsmen out there that those singles are also well and good.
I know some coaches go with the theory if you have less dot balls than the opposition, you'll probably win the game.
Absolutely right.
Regardless if they are boundaries or singles. So it is just about
keep
using
that score ticking over.
Yeah, using every delivery. It's the end of the 5th over and we are 27 for 1.
It's about this point in the match where we saw the introduction of spin from all 3 prior innings today. So it will be interesting to see whether we have pace or spin to start from the Mangroves end.
I imagine they'll get through this power play over and then they'll bombard bombard Suburbs with their spinners. But I mean, there's plenty of options out there.
Oh, bump ball. Safely taken.
Aggression from the bowler there.
Yes. It's good to see that Suburbs, or that Takapuna, I should say, haven't encountered themselves out of this game.
I think it takes a couple tight overs. And while there's not great scoreboard pressure, you never know what can happen. There's another dot.
The Northern Spirit Blaze game is looking like it's going to be an absolute cracker with Doolin on 64 from 52 balls. Current score in that match is 127 after 17 overs for the loss of 2. Oh, and that is timed well. Oh, and he'll push over the boundary. That is 4 runs, ladies and gentlemen. 4 runs out here at Suburbs.
A little bit of a teaser for the fielders there. Said, yeah, I'm gonna trickle over the boundary.
it's gonna just splutter over there.
Aerial cut though. I mean, it could have easily gone to hand.
High risk shot. We've seen a couple of reverse sweeps being played today.
I do love a reverse sweep.
A good reverse sweep is a classy shot, mate. Oh, swing and a miss.
The ground mic suggested that Takapuna really did enjoy that.
Pace to continue from the Mangroves end. We are in the middle of the 6th over. Oh, he's going to have to get back, and does.
Small shout there, but I think there was an inside edge.
It's something that some of our crew have definitely commented on, that the enthusiasm of the appeals on field have been lacking. It is slightly hard to know exactly what is going on out there sometimes. Definitely Howick Pakuranga need to work on the appeals, I think. And I am getting a report from our correspondent sitting out on the deck that the first couple of drops of rain have started to fall out here in the suburbs. But it doesn't look like it's anything too major, as I do. So that is, sorry to interrupt you there.
Not a problem.
32 for 1 after 6 overs. We're just playing an elaborate game of charades through the window between my crew and myself.
Looks like they're not going to just go to spin
Just yet.
Yeah, Dan James to continue. He did get a wicket last over though. Another dot there from Dan James. Could easily have been whipped away behind square, but may just be a miss down on that one. Victor Davies, you right?
Victor Davies, yes. Oh, this Wellington Blaze, 136 for 2 after 18 overs, start of the 19th. Looks like it's a cracker game out there. Oh, time well, but does find the fielder in the deep.
It's the last club action of 2018, and Takapuna, despite not getting as many runs as they may have liked, seem to be enjoying themselves out there.
Absolutely, and that was definitely they can't afford to be doing that too much. No, Miss Fields. But no, that is the key. Enjoy yourselves. It's a summer game. It's beautiful. Definitely a massive contrast to the rugby that I follow during the off season. Oh, that is a cracker of a delivery with the off stump flying out.
I think he might have inside edged that one again.
He did play it on as well.
Yeah.
Here we go. A replay, ladies and gentlemen. And he has definitely played that on.
Big he.
Yeah. We are 34 for 2 after 6.4.
2 big heaves, 2 wickets for Suburbs.
Yeah, and dramatic contrast to the way that the Takapuna wickets fell during the first innings, where they seemed to pick out the fielders without too much difficulty, and very safe hands in the field as well this afternoon.
Now here comes James Parslow. I was incorrect before. It was actually Victor Davies who is now on his way. It'll be interesting to see what Parslow does. After 2 big heaves, with the ability to hit the ball, he may just take his time to get his innings underway.
At this stage during the first game, the score was 32 for 3, I believe. But pace to continue, 2 deliveries left, and well fielded. Tight fielding out there. Final delivery in this over from the clubhouse end.
Oh, I think I've heard a call of jug ball. Safely negotiated by Major Thea.
And just the single.
Boys are going to have to buy their own beers tonight.
We are 36 for 2 after 7. We're into the final over in the Wellington Blaze game. Current score is 140 for 2 after 19.2. That is looking like it's an absolute cracker of a game out there. Currently in that Blazers game, LR Doolan 68 after 60 balls, and EC Perry 17 after 15. It's absolutely cracker game. I think we have spin to start here in New Lynn from the Mangroves end.
Yep, left arm spinner Matt Jones coming on with his sunglasses.
Keeping it classy out there.
Now, if you like appeals, then here's a man who has good appeal.
With some gusto, with some excitement.
Gets down on his knee, gives it the big arm up.
I think a couple of the clubs need to take a page out of his book. Oh, put down, but would have been a stellar catch. That was a hot ball coming into the fielder in the circle there. Oh, that is picked up, and that will be 4 runs.
The old slog sweep.
The old slog sweep. Definite favourite of the repertoire.
Absolutely.
Just throw everything you have behind it, and hope that something's going to connect.
And you've got an MRF, you may as well use it. Wouldn't be surprised if he went again here.
And so the final score after the first innings, Wellington Blaze, that's 144 for the loss of 3 after 20 overs. Spirits to start in 5 or 10 minutes.
Smart cricket there. That'll keep the coach happy. 4 and a single. Bit of turn.
He is, isn't he? Bales did come off.
I feel like the bowler thought that was closer to leg stump than it may have been. Maybe he was trying to con the umpire of not signaling right.
Final delivery of this over.
Quick single.
And quick single and tidy running.
A bit of concern for the fielder here.
As you see, cramp has been a real issue out here in Auckland today. It's a very hot, sticky, humid afternoon.
Max O'Dowd, he may have thrown his shoulder out. He seems in real pain.
Does seem to be in trouble out there. Hopefully a couple of shoulder rolls and a bit of a massage are going to get that loosened up.
He may still have a big part to play with the ball here.
As the rain starts to spit a little bit more steadily out here in Newland. Nothing major, but it's definitely a couple of drops in the air.
Dan James to continue.
Oh, big swing and a miss.
He's got figures of 2 for 9, I believe, after 2.1 overs. So he has kept Takapuna in this.
He does, yes. Great figures for any 2020 game.
Quick single to mid-off. It's got a bit of a golfer's waggle at the end of his run-up, if you've noticed.
Oh, that is fallen safely between the fielders. We'll get back for the second, and that is an overthrow, and they're going to push for 3, and they will get it. That is a big overthrow, unfortunately. Big misfield.
Batting teams like buzzers, they really do.
Tidy running. Oh, oh.
Something's got to give here for Takapuna.
Yes. I mean, they've done well. They've done well up until this point. Just the 2 wickets lost. It looks like it is going to be an absolutely cracker chase. We're about halfway through it at the moment. Oh, and again, struck and picked up, and it's going to fall safely between the fielders again. Not quite to the boundary, but we'll get back quite comfortably for the second run.
Here's where Suburbs are making sure that there's not too many dots. If it's a 1, it's a 2.
And that is what they definitely had up their sleeve this morning during their chase. Just keeping that score ticking over, not letting that pressure get to them. Quick singles. Tiny run.
Oh! That is out.
Oh,
the skipper is taking
a walk.
Probably
taking
didn't
a walk.
need to.
The finger didn't go up, but he's walking.
That's James as well. It's Parslow.
Yeah, he was
That
just
is Parslow. That is he goes off 11 runs after 5 balls. Strike rate of 220.
He was just starting to find gaps in the outfield, and you're starting to get
Just starting
Suburbs
to probe
moving.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Don't worry about that.
Very similar if any of our viewers at home tuned in for the first games out here, the first game out here at Suburbs this morning. With the rain definitely coming in quite steady now. Looking out to the field to see if there are any indications for any stoppages of play, but I think we will persist.
I think I overheard the skipper as he was walking off saying, "Let's not worry about Duckworth Lewis. we may have to score all of these runs." So I think he's given Mitchell Murray the instructions that they will face all the overs.
That they will. Duckworth Lewis score at the moment is 76. I'm looking at the wrong place. 32. Sorry, so we're well ahead of Duckworth Lewis at the moment. Should we just switch that? While they readjust that. So, a spin to continue from the Mangroves end here at the start of the 8th, 9th,
Okay,
10th.
looks like
I'm not sure. I've got 3 different indications here to tell me what overs I'm at. I think we're at the start of the 10th over, the 9th over.
Whatever the case, it looks like
the case, it is,
Max
yeah.
O'Dowd has made a miracle recovery. He is now going to be bowling from Mangrove F.
Got the hair tie out.
He is giving that arm a wind up.
9 done. Oh, well struck, well timed, and that's going to go for 4. Quick hands on that last one.
Absolutely.
We can see a replay. It was a beautiful shot.
Oh, cut.
Push for 2, and we'll get it.
I am partial to a late cut. Third man is your friend, as Mark Richardson once famously said. We move to 6 off 2. It's a fantastic start for Mitchell Murray.
He did, as we've also been talking about this evening, or this afternoon, cramp being a very, very keen problem out here, and Mark Richardson, another one being a very keen, famous cramper. So, for all of our viewers tuning in from home, if you want something slightly lighter to improve your cricket knowledge, why don't you tell us your memories of Mark Richardson's cramping incidents. One of my friends actually did change that to his ringtone for the summer cricket season.
Oh, how good. How good.
That is the final delivery of the 10 overs, 57 for 3. I will be back in a couple overs, ladies and gentlemen. I am just going to jump on a camera. I will be handing it over to Heyman, so I will see you guys shortly.
Spin to continue from the clubhouse end. Matt Jones has been thrown the ball.
So good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Pranil.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So I'm once again going to try and multitask the switching of the cameras and a bit of commentary. So bear with me.
Ooh, another tight single. Ooh. He's almost thrown that ball into his teammate's head. Thankfully, he's missed, and it's just the single.
So this is Matt having changed ends at the clubhouse end now from what was the estuary end. So at the halfway stage, 58 for 3. Suburbs chasing 103.
It'd be amiss of me not to mention the Faux River here. I know my friends listening will be telling me to mention it, so that's for you lads.
So it's not an estuary, it's a river?
Some people call it an estuary, some people call it a river. I believe it is the Faux, but we'll move on from there.
Yeah, sounds good. So Mitchell Murray on strike. And that's heading to the covers, no run.
Still a little bit slow in the wicket, so can't imagine it's going to get any quicker.
Yeah, I had a chat to the umpires after the first match, and they said it was holding up a little bit. So I can't imagine there'll be like huge scores on today, as we've seen.
Murray getting a little frustrated here.
Yeah, it seems to be the pace off the ball is making it hard to score off.
Just needs to get a single, get down the other end, reassess. Oh, he's taking him on.
Oh, direct hit.
Another
And
one.
he's given. That's definitely worth a replay.
Out in similar fashion to the captain. You've got to say that's outstanding fielding from Takapuna.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the replay. Oh, he looks like he was a little bit short.
Yeah, that was good, quick, clean pick up and throw, so all in pretty much one smooth action.
And that's exactly what pressure can do.
Yeah.
You know, there's 3 dots there and he needed to get off strike. Could be the opening that Takapuna are after. Looks like that might be Joe Cracknell, wicket keeper.
Yep, and that's the second run out in the innings as well. So the first was a run out by Will O'Donnell, and in actual fact the second run out's been credited to Will as well.
Well, there you go. And this is what can happen when you're forced to keep men in the ring. Takapuna obviously don't have enough runs to keep men on the boundary, so they've got to bring them up, and it's helped them out with 2 wickets.
Yeah, and it's been a good match for Will to date. He scored 47 off 34. He was not out, striking at 138.
Yeah, he's been on outstanding form, more so with the ball recently, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever the team needs when you're the captain.
He's probably his only letdown was being slightly a little bit expensive in his first over, going for 11 runs.
Yes, he was a little bit straight, and I think he got swept a couple of times. Michael Barry early on. Is this
Okay, Ross DeBruck coming back
Ross
into the
DeBruck.
attack.
Looking like he's going to come from around the wicket.
Yeah, this is interesting. Change the angle.
Maybe he's going to bowl some short stuff.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where deep square goes, and maybe deep mid wicket. No, they haven't gone for a deep mid wicket.
And probably a tricky wicket to pull on if it's going to sit in the wicket.
Definitely protection on the offside, but the straight fielders are up. So yeah, maybe the play is to go slightly a little bit shorter.
These sides do play each other regularly, so they may know something about the young keeper.
That's where coaches go through their scouting profiles, identify players in opposition teams, and try and work out some strengths and some weaknesses. In actual fact, players should be doing more of that these days as well.
That's right. Cracknell is a busy player though, typical keeper. He will get the deft sweeps out and the reverse sweeps if necessary.
It's backward square on the offside, and that's just 1 run.
And that's all Suburbs need to do at the moment.
I'm going to pass the mic on to Martin.
Thanks very much, man. Taking a break off the camera now. Yeah, about there for a short period.
Look like there's going to be much rain.
It's just minimal. we'll get through, no problem. I'm not really up. It's a bit hard to keep up to date with what's happening with the game from out there, but
Yeah, it's
a bit of a struggle.
it has turned in recent times with a couple of run-outs. Probably unnecessary, to be fair. But maybe they're in a rush to get home. I'm not quite sure.
It's slightly hard work of it. I'm just going to fire a question at you that I saw on the live chat a while ago. If you're still interested, I'm not sure if it was answered or not.
Looks like the keeper's in at the moment. He will be on. No, they've taken two, so he won't be on strike just yet. He's at the non-strikers end.
So yes,
Hamza Safi, the keeper isn't at the moment. Handy player. He's started the season pretty well.
as I said, we'll endeavour to answer any questions that come out of the live chat. The one I can answer is that Martin Guptill is not playing because he's with the Aces across the table. As far as I'm aware, you might be able to.
Yeah, probably getting ready for a big Super Smash opener on Monday. So
yeah, and I'm assuming working his way back into the New Zealand team, the upcoming international.
Well, that's right. He'll be getting himself ready for the one-day portion of the home summer.
Let's hope so.
Sounds like the Takabuna boys might be below behind in the over rate. So I think the call was that they need to bowl 9 overs in 20 minutes.
As the old saying goes, anything could happen.
I think Majathea might be the key here. He might need to get a move on and try to find the boundary a couple of times just to ease the pressure.
Yeah, Super Duke, you've very got some expert knowledge about the players here. Who's key?
I'd say it's him at the moment. I mean,
That's for Suburbs?
yeah, for Suburbs.
Nice to hear a sweep.
Absolutely, there's the keeper there. Typical keeper's shot once again, but whatever gets the job done. That's right. That's right.
So you think keeper's the key? The guy's batting at the moment?
Well, he's the guy who could probably accelerate. Obviously, Raj has batted through the innings so far, and it's probably his job to keep doing that. And it looks like Joe Cracknell's he's happy to take that on and just be positive.
And what about those Takapuna spinners you were talking about before? You think they've got any chance of containing these guys?
I think containment's probably past them. To be fair, it's going to take wickets at this point.
Oh, don't. Sorry, I was just going to reply to your text.
Matt Jones is certainly capable of ripping one past the outside edge, but
yeah, did you see the slip that Suburbs employed in the first innings?
yeah, quite late in the piece as well.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Certainly suggested they were on top and they were happy with how things were going.
Yeah, they did. They certainly did. They bowled well in both cuts. Here we go.
There you go.
To the stumping.
There you go. He's ripped one past the outside edge, and
Exactly as you called it. Well called.
Raj Majathea has not batted through, but there's still plenty of depth in this Suburbs New Zealand batting lineup.
So he's the opener, but the key, as you said, the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, here comes the coach, Johnny Bassett Graham. He also a wicketkeeper, more than capable with the bat.
Okay, coach. Suburbs.
Just a little carrot there for Takapuna. Keep them in it. Keep them interested.
No, it's 5 down now. So if they keep losing wickets, very low scoring affair today in both games. I'm not entirely sure up with the play and what has happened on the number 2 pitch here today. I'm not score-wise, but Pradeep, you might be able to fill me in on that one.
I'm not so sure about what's happened over there, but the games around the ground have been that way as well.
Have they?
Yeah, there's been some teams who have been bowled out for less than 100, or
What do you put that down to?
Or
I mean, the pitches look, to me, they look pretty.
they might be slightly underprepared. Just maybe older wickets before Christmas. They don't want to use a new one.
Ah, right.
Yeah, there's been a lot of rain since Thursday, Friday. So
yeah, the groundsman must be having a mare.
yeah, so rather than produce new strips just for the one day before Christmas, they probably decided that they would use just older wickets.
Right.
So
Hence the slow bowlers.
looks like it's a no ball. We're gonna have a free hit here.
This is going to give us Suburbs. So this is something interesting coming up shortly, hopefully. Here we go.
Just what you want at the start of your innings, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, he's bowled that well. Well done.
I thought it looked like he did bowl, didn't he?
Yeah, he bowled him in the end. So how does that go down? Does it go down as a bye? I believe it does.
It does. There you go.
It's a bit harsh on the keeper, isn't it?
So if you get a bye on free hit, wicket, but obviously because it's a free hit, he gets to carry on. What's that? No, it's well bowled. So yeah, from what I've seen so far, watching the ones I've covered, the slow bowlers are just all over this competition at the moment. Where were we on Thursday at Victoria Park? They actually used an artificial pitch, and the slow bowlers. It was a much more high-scoring game, but again, the slow bowlers obviously couldn't get a turn or anything, but they managed to, I'm assuming, just dart it in and keep them under control.
Yeah, they've certainly got a place in 2020, haven't they? If anything, they're the more dominant bowlers.
They seem to be, don't they? Which is very counterintuitive, but I guess, anything with pace, you can slice it, you can, short boundaries behind anything that comes off the bat will go somewhere, whereas obviously the slow bowlers, the batsman's got to do all the work.
Probably a little bit easier to set fields as well, and shut down angles. Yeah. You can shut down one area of the field and just say, we want you to hit here, and it's probably a little bit more difficult to get access to certain areas.
Yeah, tactically, it's interesting. Anyway, it's pace now, or at least medium pace, so you'll see how that works out for tactically.
Interestingly, mid-off and mid-on have been up the whole time from that end. Suburbs haven't really looked to go down the ground.
No, well, maybe they learnt from Takapuna when they look to go over the top, possibly.
That's right,
They
yeah.
quite work out. They know what the score is. They can possibly thinking they can get it without having to clear the fence. Ooh. So it definitely looks a little bit of movement.
What are we in?
as well.
75 overs in today, and there's still a little bit of nibble out there.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of that through the air, but that looked to be off the pitch, didn't it? So,
Yeah, little hard length.
as you say, and an old pitch at that too. So, that's New Zealand for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It's certainly not the subcontinent or Sharjah.
There you go.
And there we go, just
Down
as
the
we
ground.
said, aerial down the ground. Miss it.
Come back for two.
At least chips. Certainly wasn't intended to get into the mangroves. If he was, he missed it. The keeper, tell us a little about him. He's the key.
Yeah, so he's come from overseas. I'm not entirely sure where, but the UK, I imagine. I saw him score some runs a couple of weeks back at Te Aratu against Waitakere. In a small chase, but batted quite well with Martin Guptill to take the pressure off Guptill, surprisingly.
Really?
Let Martin get into his innings and then take the chase home once Joe Cracknell had been dismissed. But it was very good over cover.
So that was Martin was playing for Suburbs that
Yeah,
day?
he lined up for Suburbs that day, and I think he was 60 odd not out in a chase of 110. So he is in good nick.
Yeah.
I believe he did score some runs for the Aces against Hobart as well. So
And let's hope so. There's nothing more exciting than seeing Martin Guptill in full fight.
no, he keeps his head down and he just hits long. And
He certainly does. He hits it a long way. When
trademark.
I'm sure you're looking forward to both the Sri Lankan and Indian series coming up.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be good to see, especially the Indian team out here with their highly fancied one-day outfit.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have tests, but we can't always. That's going to be out.
It is out. So he's holed out. So once again, they've tried to go over the top, pretty much like Takapuna, and it's cost them.
There's still life in this game, I don't know.
Yeah, there certainly is. It's Suburbs stumbled in the first one, so yeah, we're not quite sure that the pitch is slow. Or
Takapuna just sneaking up on them.
They are. What are we up to now on wickets wise?
That's the 5th.
And how many wickets now?
Here comes.
Was that the keeper crackle?
No, that was the coach, player coach Johnny Bassett Graham.
The crackle, the English import probably. He's probably from England. He's still out there. Key, as you say, for some people. Yes, it's unfortunate about the tests, as usual. New Zealand tends to get the short end of the straw of that, particularly after their pretty amazing victory against Pakistan. None of us here probably even were born for that one.
Well, that's right.
Last time we beat them, so it was pretty impressive, but equally impressive, I guess, was Sri Lanka's comeback in the most recent test, which I had in the bag. I thought when not sure what day it was exactly, the day before the rain.
End of day 3.
End of day 3,
yeah.
3 down. I thought it'd be all over by lunchtime the next day. So that's cricket for you, isn't it?
That's right. Angelo Matthews and
Jordy, mate, it's your job.
tremendous, outstanding effort to bat the entire day. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd expect them to lose concentration at some point, but
Yeah, even on that wicket. But they didn't.
oh, inside edge there.
No, well played Sri Lanka. They've slipped down the rankings a lot downside, and so good on them.
Yeah, they've had a tough time of it.
Would have sent New Zealand to number 2 in the world if they had. Oh, there's a big appeal, and that's out.
That is out. Reverse sweep.
Again, the reverse sweep. I'm doing a risky shot, let's face it. So we could be in for something exciting.
Yeah, certainly. They've done more than creep up now. That's Cracknell. So Cracknell, he was the one who could have finished this quickly, but he's on his way now. Here is the first of the Devereaux brothers, I believe.
So the big key that we've been talking about is now gone, so we may well have a game on our hands, and it's a bit quieter at the with the Suburbs fans now.
Certainly is.
Cheering.
It's like Will O'Donnell once again with the key wicket.
And I'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm back. So hi again, Pranil.
It's lots happened since you were last with us, Emmett. Takapuna have really made a charge here, and the home side will be looking to kind of almost pull this out of the fire. O'Donnell's he's marshalled his bowlers, and he's just done enough to keep the side in it, and Suburbs are now 7 down. So
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Takapuna over my time, and there is a tremendous belief within that playing group.
yes,
The same with Suburbs. I mean, with 3 wickets in hand and chasing possibly around 30 runs, yeah, still evenly poised, I'd say. Slight advantage to maybe Takapuna, but you never know.
yeah, 7 after 15 overs. So run a ball from here, I guess. And the problem is it might have to be a runner ball because the boundaries are just hard to come by. O'Dowd to continue.
So O'Dowd to Luke Devereaux.
Run out chance, no, wayward throw.
So they do have a tight 30-metre circle. Yeah, all the players seem to be at least a good five paces off that ring. So obviously hunting those singles and trying to make it tight for the Suburbs players to turn the strike over. And that's through the covers. Protection deep, so that's just a single.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking with us. This game is getting really tight down this end. Suburbs have lost a steady stream of wickets, so they don't have all that many wickets in hand. 75 for 7 after 15 and a half overs down here in New Lynn. So still looking for another 30 runs or so. So this game isn't completely in the bag yet. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good tight end to it.
Yeah, hitting into that spin's proving to be a bit tricky. So they're trying to turn the strike over, but just can't pass that in a 30-metre circle.
Yes, and a quick update from the Spirit Blaze game. The Spirits are currently batting at the moment, and they are chasing down 110 more runs to win from 14.4 overs, and they are currently 35 for 2 after 5.2 overs. It has been a fantastic day out here in New Lynn. Oh, and that is lifted and unfortunately safely to the fielder.
So 27 required off 4 overs, or 1 ball less than 4.
1 ball less than 4,
Yeah, Max O'Dowd is now not bowling, sorry.
That is a good stop.
Will O'Donnell.
Oh, that is quick hands, but has it found the fielder?
And it looks like there's protection. Yeah,
it looks like it has gone.
So just a single.
Protection to deep, just a single from that. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuned in and you do have a spare afternoon or a spare moment, Christmas Eve and New Year's Day, Eden Park. Oh, and another one lifted and found the same fielder again. Eden Park Outer Oval, it is a stellar venue if you haven't been out here for a summer match, ladies and gentlemen. If you can, it's going to be a cracker double header on both days.
Oh, and that's caught him
bowled. Well done.
Brilliant reflexes there.
Yeah, we have got a game on our hands here. We have got a game on our hands. Only 2 wickets left in hand. We are 16.5 over them. Still searching for another 20 runs or so. So this game has definitely got some life left in it. Do stay tuned with us. It is going to be a very exciting final 3 overs or so.
This has been a great match for Will, picking up 40 odd in the batting performance, and then taking 2 wickets. As well as 2 runouts.
Yeah, so, yeah, absolutely.
Not a bad day at the office.
Not a bad day at the office, and I'm not sure if we can bring up the first innings scorecard just to see how those wickets fell, I do believe that most of them were actually catches in the deep. That I do believe.
Yeah, so 47 off 34 for Will in the first innings.
That's a good score, that.
Yep, just a couple of catches and a run out.
A couple of catches and a run out, yeah. Oh! Was that a bump ball or was that a caught and bowled again? I think that was a bump.
I'm not too sure. Did he think it maybe ricochet off his foot or something?
Yeah.
We're just looking at the replay at this one. No.
Nobody is too sure what's going on out there. No.
I think Will was searching for his third very optimistically.
Well, we'll have a quick look at this. Yeah.
Matt Jones back into the attack from the river end. I think we've called it 3 different things.
We've called it a couple of different things today. Yeah, we've called it the estuary, the mangroves, and finally the river end. Oh, and that is lifted high. And has he cleared the fielder? No!
No, he's running backwards.
No, he's put it down. Oh, no, wow. Ooh, it's going to be a very, very interesting end to this.
It's always tricky running backwards to take a catch.
It is definitely always tricky. In that situation, also a diving catch on the boundary.
Oh, it's bowled him!
Oh, yeah!
I like their celebration though.
Yeah! How about that?
There's some emotion in that.
Some gusto in these final couple of dismissals. Yeah, Suburbs collapsing like a house of cards, unfortunately. And the crowd have gone quiet out here from quite a staunch performance in the first game. Quite a convincing chase, even though it wasn't a very fast chase. It was a convincing chase. This is looking a bit more precarious, with now just the 1 wicket left in hand, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it's 9 down, but Cricket HQ have it 8. We'll just get confirmation
There's
of
a
that
slight
in a minute.
discrepancy between our scores updating here live and what is going on the field. So just a quick update from the Spirit Blazers game. Currently the Spirit are 39 for the loss of 2 after 6.4 overs. Chasing 104 left for the win. Wellington set a 145 in the first innings. Currently down here in New Lynn, it is. Oh! That is a big shout. That is the biggest shout I've heard all day. But
They're
doesn't look like
pleading
the
for it,
umpires.
aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. They're really, really yearning for that. Umpires aren't moved though. Do have to slip in.
Oh, the replay. Oh, he's pointing at something. Oh, he must be looking at the stumping.
Still.
And then top ball there.
Still a good 28 to win. Are we searching? Are we searching for 28 or 29?
No, we're down to 23.
23. Oh! Safely between the fielders out there.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank Suburbs New Lynn, Joanne, who's the club manager.
Fantastic hospitality today, hasn't it been?
Yeah, and they've put up with the commentary, and the scorers have been patient and listening to us talk during the game. And oh, thank you, Kath.
Oh, and another overthrow. They'll turn around quickly to get back in seconds. It is going to be a fascinating end to this game with just 1 wicket left in hand.
So that sees out the 18th.
Two overs left. Still
83.
Looking for 22, I believe. So definite high run rate required for the final 2. Also, we
20 runs.
do thank our viewers who've tuned in at home today. We will be broadcasting you again on the 5th of January, and that is picked up
Chipped
again.
over nicely. And has that split the field?
That has.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's well fielded in the deep there. And that's
But this is the funny thing, a boundary will just relieve that pressure at this stage of the game. They are searching. They do still need to push for these final couple of runs.
Oh, it's gonna be again,
that is going to be
and
taken,
that's gonna be
and that is
caught in
going
the
to be game.
covers.
Yes. Oh, well done. Well done to take a puna. Managed to keep that very, very tight down the end here. Once again, we'd like to say a huge, huge thank you to New Lynn Suburbs Cricket Club for their hospitality, hosting us here from Auckland Cricket, bringing you this live stream. I'd like to thank my crew, Martin, Hemant, Tim, and Praneel, for their valiant effort to drag themselves out on their first day of their holidays. We will see you again in a couple of weeks. We will be broadcasting live from Eden Park Oval on the 1st of January, New Year's Day. Do look out for us. Do say hi if you see us out there. I will be enjoying my day in the sun, hopefully, on Christmas Eve on the 24th. That's on Monday. And I will be tuning in this evening for the Super Smash game, the Knights versus the Firebirds, live from Seddon Park at 7 p.m. That is going to be a
We're just going to get all the stuff down and whatever.